Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Watson, off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Boy, he covered a lot of ground. 82 yards on the punt return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 81 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line. That's it. Ready? Check 41. Yeah.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Newton. He gets it to James White. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down, here's White. And a fast footwork by White. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 26-yard line. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
What's that? 180? Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Newton trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Watson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike spot 4, Mike.
From the gun, here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah. No.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Running from the gun, Johnson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20. Rush in. Begin.
They begin with the shell on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, it's White, and he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And it's a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this. These linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Check 41.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Johnson. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That'll go as a pickup of 8. Watson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Here's Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs...
And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Now Newton on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Gary Conley. He was looking for Edelman there. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. White. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Great. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Mike, get it.
To throw is Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Byrd, his 11th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Patriots 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Stills the intended target. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Throwing is Newton. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Operating from the gun. Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it first and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check three.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Patriots first down.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go 8.
Newton on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Mercilus barreling in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run with White.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Going deep here for Stick. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And an alley to run. Powering his way forward. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From the red zone now, Watson dancing to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Let's bring it.
Now Johnson.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
That's right, baby.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I got you, son. I got you, son. 51 to Mike. 51. I got one. 51.
Second down and goal. Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st and 10, Newton. And Edelman finally works his way open. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Steps away to his left. And Stills bringing it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, a 22. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And now he'll tuck And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. They'll try and run it. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Flush to his right. It's complete. James White. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Watson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. John Simon, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, Michel. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That's complete to White.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. 1st-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Tonight's final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home